Friday was the worst race I've ever done. Like, it felt awful. Afterwards, I kind of like really struggled to take it in. Saturday went a little bit better, a lot better, and to qualify for World Champs, I have two objectives within Hyrox for this part of the season, and that's to qualify for World Champs in singles and doubles. We've done one of them already. The main focus now is just focusing on the singles and qualifying for World Champs. So the fact that we came away with the weekend already qualifying for one, I'm pretty happy with.
It is Thursday morning, it's 7:30 and we are at Ladybird Lake. Sun is rising, it is stunning. Jake's gone, he's doing a really long, really fast run. I think he's doing 16k. Me and Tom are going to race him and do 10k, and I still think Jake will probably beat us back.
After looking at the bigger picture, I feel like I put a lot of stress on Friday.
Finished up the run, 17 kilometres done. Good start to the morning, nice and chilled.
On reflection, I feel like that was just an off day. We're coming to Saturday, and I actually feel really good. You know, competing with James. Don't get me wrong, he finished off the wall balls super strong, and you know, that's what got us a win. But other than that, we was pretty equal with everything.
What is up, dude?
How you doing, mate? You okay? Good to see you. If I was the actual condition that I was on the Friday night, and I was that level of fitness, and that was a true reflection of my level of fitness, I would not be able to keep up with him on Saturday. Like, he beat me by 3 minutes on the Friday, and then on Saturday I kept up with him. So in the back of my head, that's just given me confidence that, you know, you can do all the training in the world, but with endurance sport, you can still have an off day. And unfortunately, it's not just mental strength that you can use to push through. If your body's not feeling it, if your body's fighting a virus, if you know you fatigued, you're not going to perform your best. Everything needs to be perfect. Everything needs to be 100%.
This is your key to the castle.
Oh,
For
wow.
you. So that way you can
You
come
sure?
and go. Am I sure? Yeah, of course. What, should I not be sure?
Another thing I want to mention whilst we're here is 16 weeks ago, I couldn't actually run, and I DNF'd the World Champs. So to come back after 16 weeks and get a 57-minute Hyrox for a solos when I'm not really feeling it, and then get a couple of seconds off mine and JK's record, that, you know, our personal record on the doubles, and qualify for World Champs, I think in reflection is a good achievement. You know, I think obviously you always want to do better, and I was pissed off with myself, and I was, you know, I was saying it's embarrassing that I'm coming last, and you know, something needs to change and everything. But realistically, I think I've just got to see where I've come from and where I'm at now, and things are working. And now I've had time to reflect on that. I think I'm actually proud of what we did and what we managed. You know, people in the comments saying, you know, Jake's just not fit enough for the Elite 15 anymore. I think I just need to prove it. I need to prove to them that I am.
How do those comments make you feel?
Like I say, it's off two performances that, one, definitely weren't my day. So World Champs wasn't my day. You know, I DNF'd, and because I had an injury, I had 2 slip discs, and you know, Friday singles where I came last wasn't my day either. And yeah, you can, you know, bad days stack up, but I think I just need a good day, and I need to prove to people that I feel like I have it, and I just want to show the world that I have it.
So session number 2 of the day, we've got ski intervals and we've got row intervals. Session detail, 2k warm up on each, and then we've got 12 by 250 meters with 45 seconds rest. So it's really like a 1-to-1 work to rest ratio. Aiming to go a lot faster than our Hyrox pace and just see what time we can average over the 12. So that's all the intervals done on the ski. Got them all between 46 and 47 seconds, which was tough, especially towards the end. Don't underestimate the power of slim pistol. Go again with that one. So don't underestimate the power of simplicity when doing interval work.
Tom and Emily actually worked out the differences between mine and Alexander Onkovic's times because obviously he won and I need to be trying to compete with him. Maybe it's not in the next couple of races, but you know, by world champs or maybe next year, I want to be, you know, neck and neck with this guy. And I've got a lot to work on.
Sessions are hard, you know, especially on your own. I feel like you've got to be stubborn. You've got to do what you say and what you set out to do at the beginning. You know, in that then, I think I was 7 intervals in, and I just thought I could just leave it there, you know, call it a day. And if I did that, I know that I'd be regretting it all night and I'd be in a bad mood all night. So I'm glad I got that done, even though it probably wouldn't have made much difference in terms of like a stimulus, because I was already fatigued. Oh, cheers. But yeah, glad I got it done anyway. Another box ticked. On to tomorrow now.
Do you think there's anything that the other athletes in the under 15 are doing that you're not?
So
Pushing anything that you're not?
well, the answer is yes. Their training programs are completely different because I've seen their training programs and they're different. And where they are different is they've got a lot more strength work, loading the lower back. They've got deadlifts in most of the programs. They've got cleans in most of the programs. They're being very explosive. I've not been able to do any of that because I'm under strict orders from the doctors that I saw not to do any of that stuff. So, and that's not me, pitying myself. I'm just finding other ways to be in that elite 15 and other things to push. So, everyone's got their own training program. Everyone has their own strengths, and it's about having the most efficient training program for you. And that's why everyone's training program is different. If I did one of their training programs, I guarantee you I get injured. But you could also look at their training programs and think quite a lot of the stuff isn't Hyrox specific, and it's a little bit random. So, and they might say the same about mine. So, it's pros and cons. There's not one program that suits everyone.
Do you think there's maybe everyone's still trying to figure out what the sort of best plan is?
Yeah, for sure. Hyrox has only been around big for 3 years. Like before that, it was a tiny sport that no one knew about. So, when someone says they're a Hyrox coach, they've got no experience. Like 3 years is nothing. Like, and I'll say that for myself as well. Like, I've been there. I've said I'm a Hyrox coach. Like, I'm officially a Hyrox master trainer. I know the ins and outs of Hyrox. But let's be honest and let's be real. Like, no one has the optimal training strategy yet. It's not been figured out. So this is this device here. What would you call it, Tom?
I don't know, gripper.
Gripper. The gripper. Is that what we're calling it? It's just like a foam rolling device, but it's pretty cool because you can use it like on the move, and it's really good for kind of like your IT band and like sartorius muscle on the inside, your VMO, your sartorius muscle, which are kind of like the stabilizing muscles around the knee. Just loosen all this up and we'll get going. Nice morning though, isn't it? That's why you then look to other sports like elite endurance sports like cycling, triathlon, all these concurrent training methods, whether it's the Norwegian training method, whatever it is, and you try and replicate that but in a Hyrox sense, and that's what people are doing. So, session detail. I'm going to start off with 3 kilometre warm up, and then we're going to get into some strides, and then the main session is going to be 10 by 800 metres of 60 seconds rest. Warm up done, strides done. We're now going to get into the main session. We've got our new shoes, the Fast R3, so this is what we're going to be running the marathon in, and anything fast from now on. Just want to get used to it as much as possible, so we're trying them out today on the track. See how they hold up.
2:36 for that first one. That's what we want to kind of hold for them all. That is pre-18 pace per kilometre. So 6 seconds rest, we go again. Halfway. The last one, 2:33 for 800s. So 2:31 that one. Getting quicker every rep. Oh. 2:28. 8 down, 2 to go. Feeling really good. In fact, I don't even feel like it's my lungs that are stopping me. I feel like it's just my legs, which I think is just getting used to that speed. So, for the people, we're still training for the marathon. Project 219 is still going to be a thing, and it still is a thing. Like, we're working hard in the background for that. It's going to be happening Houston, January the 11th. We're going for that attempt of 219. 229. So, feeling good. We've got one left. At the moment, you know, Hyrox has taken over a little bit, and that's understandable. Like, we need to be in that elite 15. Like, that is where the money is earned, for one. That is where me actually being a professional athlete lies, and we need to keep on that focus. That is the number one priority. This 219, it does come second, unfortunately, but we're still going to be pushing, and we're still going to make it happen. Can I do both? Who knows? Even I don't know, but we're going to try. Set 10 out of 10. Or rep, should I say. Oh. So, started off, paces, I think 2:36, our first one, and then just gradually started getting faster and faster to 2:28. My final ones were like 2:28, 2:29, so pretty happy with that. You know, that's definitely sub 320 per kilometre pace. That was the aim, so yeah, it's good. Good to be back on the track. Let's try it. Looks.
That is the first bagel with
With no hole.
Thank you so much.
Anytime. Good Tom.
So your friend is flying.
Right, so it's the second session of the day. We've got a little bit of Hyrox technique work today and a little bit of upper body. Session details, so 3k ski, straight into a 10-minute EMOM. Minute 1 is going to be 10 pull-ups, minute 2, 20 push-ups, 5 times through. Then we're going to do a 10-minute EMOM of 12.5 meter sled pull, just focusing on technique, just really kind of nailing the technique side. Then we're going to do the same but with burpee broad jump, so 10-minute EMOM, 20 meters every minute on the minute. Then we're going to do 3 sets of 50 wall balls, unbroken, with 2 minutes rest in between each set, just to build up volume. And then we've got a 3k roll to finish.
So 3k done, just a nice little warm up, 11 minutes, 20 seconds. So moving into just a bit of upper body strength now. Okay, so part 4 of the workout, we've got 3 sets of 50 wall balls, 2 minutes rest in between, 9 kg ball, just standard Hyrox height, 3 meters, and yeah, let's see how we do. 4. So 3 sets, 50 wall balls unbroken, 2 minutes rest in between. Give it a try because it's harder than you think. I'll be doing that quite often just to try and progress the wall balls. That's just one of the workouts that I've started implementing since Hamburg because I need to get better at these wall balls, man. But yeah, gotta start somewhere, aren't we? So that's our starting point. I don't know whether it's a little bit harder because it was after the burpees, after the push-ups and pull-ups, but yeah, felt good though. Now we've just got a 3k row to finish on, nice and chilled, a little bit of a cool down, and then we're done for the day. So this session and 10 miles run this morning, good day. Yeah, so last weekend kind of switched everything up, like it changed things. I had in mind that I would definitely be still in the Elite 15 for Melbourne. Now, at the moment I'm 15th on the table, but there's a lot of people hungry for it that are kind of like 30 below me that are really, really on that line and pushing for the Elite 15. So, you know, if anyone's getting knocked out, it's me. And I need to secure that place. So I'm going to be competing in Stuttgart, trying to secure that Elite 15 spot. So that's in 3 weeks' time. Next, we've got every 2 minutes on the minute, 20 calorie ski, straight into 20 meters burpee broad jumps. So just working the burpees under fatigue, and we've got 6 rounds of that. So yeah, it's gonna be tough. So we're going to do a little superset. We've got 20-meter walking lunges with the Hyrox weight straight into a sled drag. So this is good because it's just working the pullback of a sled pull, but you're not braking. Three sets in, we've got 2 more. So we're just cooling down now, just got 3 kilometers to do on the row.